Hello and welcome back. In between episodes, I slept the entire time. Well, not entirely. I did get up like 3 hours ago or so. 4 hours now. And watched Puppy Cat. Oh, Being Puppy Cat on Netflix. Not the one that's on YouTube. Even though I like that series. On YouTube too. It's a nice show. Maybe I should actually check to see if the recording's working. It is. Now that Alizé is settled in, it's time we rejoin the fights. Though actually, maybe you and Alphino should go on ahead without me. I need to talk strategy with the officers, and that might take a while. But yeah, anxiety struck, and I stayed up for a long time, and then I passed out and slept for almost an entire day. There you are. What was it that Lise wanted of you? A sparring match on the Destroyer's very palm. I would have liked to have seen that. But she is right, we have lingered here long enough. I am ready to depart when you are. Take care, you two. Don't do anything I wouldn't. And you had better not rise from that bed until you are given express permission to do so. Orion J will be paying you a visit soon, and he is already worried enough as it is. We have a long road ahead of us. Lead the way, Edgar. Yeah, right now Pandora's just going around talking and messing with things. Is Pandora not a fan of Puppy Cat? As soon as I said that, she jumped out of the window and got on my desk. Or does Pandora like Puppy Cat and not doesn't want her daddy working? I have one hand on cat, one hand on controller. Alright, I can fly! Brain don't work good today. I completely forgot. I already got all the fly things. You're returned. How fares your sister, Alphino? Her rapier wit remains undulled, for better or for worse. Have there been any developments in our absence? I am proud to say that Castro Mabania is not wholly under our control at present. There's a little mark on my screen. We are taking stock of the enemy's supplies and redistributing them amongst our men. Also, while shifting through the officer's documents, we learned that a unit of skulls under Fedora's command passed through the Castorum en route to the capital with a single prisoner in their custody. Kral, it has to be her. In all likelihood, yes. you will be glad to hear that the tunnel leading to the locks have been secured by our soldiers and is now safe for travel. Originally, I did not read that as soldiers, I read that as spiders. It is secured by our spiders. And one final piece of good news, reinforcements from all 4 Alliance nations have arrived and joined the main host, which has established a new base of operations within the locks. Commander Hex should be arriving soon, yes? When she does, we will call a meeting to discuss the final stage of Relger's Beacon. Sorry for keeping you all waiting. An Alamegan folk dress. How very fitting, and well-fitting, I might add. I wanted to do something for Yida and myself. This is it, the last push. We're coming, Cryo. I do have a dimmy pixel on my screen. It's not out yet, it's just currently gray.
I remember my father's words, how they rang in my ears as we left Castromabania behind and looked out over the locks before us. Comrades brave and true, they had come from all across Eorzea to stand with us, to stand against oppression and tyranny. 20 years the Empire had ruled us, but no longer. Liberty or death. Liberty or death.
I say I had it, but apparently just turned the monitor off now. We go back to normal.
Ere we begin, I would say to you as a proud son of Alamigo that I am grateful to each and every one of you for your part in this endeavor. Now, to the heart of the matter. The enemy appears content to remain within the city walls and await the inevitable siege. Open conflict has been sporadic thus far. Whether Xenos is biding his time until reinforcements arrive, or attempting to bait us into a trap, none can say. We know better than to trust his word.
Regardless, we can ill afford to present Garlemald with a chance to ready her legions. It would be in our best interest to press for a swift resolution.
A long siege wouldn't be good for the people in the city either. If food becomes scarce, you know who'll starve first.
Just so. Therefore, I propose we commit our forces to an all-out assault. What say you? Twould seem we are of one mind. Then let us proceed to the how of it. The immortal flames will form the vanguard, supported by the archers and the conjurers of the Order of the Twin Adder, under the Elder Seedseer's command. Once the main host has cleared a path to the walls, we will bring forward the artillery of the Maelstrom and the Temple Knights. I would have your cannons pound the gates and punch a hole right through the middle of their defenses.
What about the resistance?
Your part will be to occupy the residential district and keep civilians out of harm's way. The people are more like to trust their own.
Of course. You can count on us.
Remember that there is a second entrance to the city proper there. If all goes to plan, we will have secured 2 points of entry. Once both objectives are complete, we press on into the city, surround the palace, and hunt down Xenos. As for the Scions, you will be held in reserve as an irregular unit until we have more intelligence on your captured comrade. Kryle's rescue will be your primary concern, but I dare say we'll find a use for you once her freedom has been secured.
Thank you, General. I pray we find her quickly.
Ralga's beacon nears its end. Soon, my friends, Alamico will be ours once more.
So does that mean we get to sit back and watch the fireworks? Sun's coming up there. I can see all the things Pandora messed with. There we go, that should be better. So how's the three of you doing? Storm of blood approaches fast. Hell's open, heavens weep. Weather changed. The end is in sight. It has been a long time coming. Battle for Castro Mabania was brutal, but the one for Alamigo will be unlike any we have ever known. The smell of salt water in the air here reminds me of home. I find it quite comforting. Most of the Alamegans in the district are Anon, so I doubt we'll have to deal with many Imperial sympathizers. Cotter built those walls to give shelter to his brothers and sisters, and now our people's freedom rests on us tearing them down. The stage is set and the players are assembled. Eorzea has come at last to drive the invaders from her lands. What would Grandfather say if he were with us here today? Oh, we got some blue quests. Oh, did we attune to this? Venture, I need your aid in saving the souls of the dead. I pray excuse me, that sounded more dramatic than I intended. My name is Betha, by the way. You have probably heard how the Empire took great pains to quench the religions of this land, fearing of the appearance of primals, but the Imperials have even went so far as to forbid the harmless ceremonies folks perform to honor their fallen. As the result, the Locks are now haunted by a host of restless shades who were denied their last rites. And sadly, brute force is the only way to banish them. I spend such spare time as I have sending these spirits on to the next world, but though is only so much one woman can do. Any aid you could offer would be greatly appreciated. You will find many an unquiet specter roaming the tombs to the northeast. Pray send them on to their final rest. Sergeant Magic, you are well known for your deeds as a soldier. On this day, however, I would call upon your broad experience as an adventurer. As for the situation at hand, it would seem that part of our patrol route has been claimed as a target by a fearsome zoo nestling. Yet we simply cannot choose to circumvent the area lest we risk providing an unobserved entity point for Imperial scouts. My men and I will gladly go toe-to-toe with any military opponent, but nothing in our training has prepared us to combat a foe which can soar through the ravines and swoop down upon us with impunity. My comrade here almost lost his arm to such an attack, and I fear it will only be a matter of time if the creature makes a kill, unless you kill it first. Then this thing surveys its domain from a narrow pillar of rock to the northeast. Pray find this predator and end the threat to the patrols. Only if you could turn down the music. The music is so loud. Been up since 3, but yet I'm still young and tired. Didn't want to get up today, force myself up though. This is going to take a while. I'm probably going to get attacked by the assault immediately. Yep. Oh, I didn't. Quickly get before the music starts playing again. There. Okay, so there isn't one here. Wait a minute, this is east, not south. South is where we came from. Now we need to go to the east. Southeast. We're going to keep going east until it just says south. Oh, now it's southwest. That's number 3. Now we need to head northeast. Now we just need to head east. Okay, so it is behind that wall. I guess we just have to go back and start actually continuing the story. Your efforts will be felt eventually. When this land was yet under the yoke of the Empire, my father lost his life in the fight for freedom. But although our conquerors permitted me to build him a gravestone, they would not allow me to perform his final rites, as the teachings of the Fist of Rhalgr demanded. It was later that I heard how a ghastly aberration was seen floating near his grave. I should have performed the ceremony, and the Empire's laws be damned. I should have had more courage, but I was so afraid to die. Ashamed at the cowardice I showed, then I began seeking out other shades and specters to put to rest. It's a seemingly unending path, and I thank you for walking even a few steps of the way alongside me. The nestling is slain then. I knew I had chosen the right man for the job. I'm grateful you came along before any lives were lost to that monstrous bird. You have our thanks. And I guess we'll call the episode there since I got like less than a minute left. So I'll see you all in the next.